So then guys, with 2025 now here, one of the big Apple products that a lot of you guys are super excited about is the brand new MacBook Air with an M4 chip inside of it. And today I want to tell you everything we know about the brand new MacBook Air. And to start with, I think the most obvious thing we should do is actually talk about the current MacBook Air and where we are with it. So we've had Apple Silicon now in the MacBook Air for the last 3 generations, and probably the biggest significant change that we saw was with the M2 introduced to the MacBook Air, because we got a brand new design inside of this back in 2022, what was pretty awesome to actually have. But then, very soon after this then, a year or so later, we actually got a larger MacBook Air in 2023, and this was the 15-inch model, and essentially it's the exact same as the 13-inch model. So what I'm talking about is that we've got MagSafe abilities, we've also got 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports or USB 4 ports, and the MacBook Airs of course have no fans inside or any moving parts. So this actually keeps the battery life really high, and also the thickness of the MacBook Airs are also really thin too. Of course, we've only got, say, a 60Hz display inside of this. We don't have anything like ProMotion or anything like that, but there's a good variety of different sort of colors that you can pick from, and the MacBook Airs are definitely Apple's most successful sort of MacBook line, what they sell right now. And just back in March of 2024, and in fact it was right at the beginning of March time, we also got an upgrade to the MacBook Air where we got the M3 chip put inside of it, what was really cool. One of the downers though, what happened with that upgrade is that we only still had 8GB of RAM put inside of the MacBook Air. A lot of you guys were still disappointed and hesitant to actually buy one. But then, when we got the introduction of the M4 chipsets inside of the MacBook Pros, something else happened. That Apple decided to actually up the baseline of sort of RAM inside the MacBook Air with the M3 up to 16GB of RAM. So we have the choice of 16 or 24GB of RAM inside of the MacBook Air, what is really great news to hear, and it's definitely a worthy buy to even buy now in 2025. But the great news is that as we move now further into 2025, we're going to be getting another upgrade inside the MacBook Air, and that of course is going to be the M4 chip inside of it. Now the M4 chip is most likely there's going to be 2 options available for the MacBook Air. There will be probably the one where we actually have the 9-core CPU and the 10-core GPU, and the 10-core CPU and the 10-core GPU too. What I mean by the 9-core one is that you'll probably get 6 efficiency cores and 3 performance cores, and this will be on the baseline 13-inch model, very similar to like we have right here. But then if you go for, say, the baseline 15-inch, you will get the 10-core, so this is 1 extra performance core, so 4 of them, and then 6 efficiency cores, and also the 10-core GPU too. You'll get that, and then you'll be able to also do upgrades where you could actually get the 10-core CPU in the 13-inch model. You'll be able to, say, upgrade, say, the amount of RAM from 16GB, because this will be the new baseline amount, up to, say, 24GB. I don't think we'll be able to go up to 32, unlikely, because no other kind of sort of M4 device out there actually has the capability of 32GB of RAM, so I can't imagine the MacBook Air will have that. So it'll probably be just the 16 and the 24 as an option, but we probably still will get, sadly, the same amount of base storage. What is 256GB this time round. Maybe that might change with the M5, but you will be able to, of course, upgrade that if you want to, going up even into the terabytes, just like what we can do with the M3. But the only thing I would also say with this is more than likely that the battery life will also be extended out too. Do remember the likes of, say, like the MacBook Pro with the M4 inside of it. It's got the same battery and everything like this, but because of the efficiencies of the M4, it actually pushed out the battery life by a couple of hours. So we do expect to actually see with the 13-inch and the 15-inch to possibly get an extended, say, 1 or 2 extra hours with that too. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So this is going to be a great deal to actually hear about. The only other thing I also do want to mention is that Apple more than likely are also going to still continue to sell, say, the M3 MacBook Air. Just like right now how they sell the M3 and the M2, you'll probably be able to do exactly the same, where we'll actually have say the M4 in the 13 and the 15 inch, but they'll also still sell at a cheaper amount the M3 MacBook Air just in the 13 inch design. You won't be able to get a 15, and you'll be able to buy that at a reduced price with 16 gigabytes of RAM, and that's going to be a fantastic deal to actually get in 2025. Apart from this, do not expect any kind of other big sort of changes with the MacBook Air. Maybe we might get a new color introduced. Maybe there also might be the nano texture sort of screen introduced as a possibility. You might be able to buy that as an option. But apart from this, nothing else will probably be changed. There won't be OLED displays. There won't be a ProMotion display. There won't be a new design. It's just not ready for that just yet. But one thing that you should be ready for is the giveaway we're doing on this channel for this. This here is a Mac Mini, and this is just not any ordinary Mac Mini. This here is an M4 Pro Mac Mini. So this has 24 gigabytes of RAM inside of it. It also, like I said, has the M4 Pro inside of this too, the baseline app, and 512 gigabytes of storage. And I'm going to be giving this away to one lucky subscriber on this channel in March time, and specifically near the end of March time. And you can enter into this giveaway right now. All you have to do at this stage at the moment is just put down in the comments below of what technology gear that you're hoping to get in 2025. Maybe it's going to be a brand new Mac Mini. Maybe it's going to be a new MacBook Air. Maybe it's going to be the new Switch 2 when that comes out, or PS5 Pro. Let me know in the comments below. And then the other thing that I would say you guys need to do is obviously I'd make sure that you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell, because I will be making a video near the end of March time giving you more details about the giveaway, including a form to fill in too, and you won't want to miss out on that. So like I said, the best you can do is subscribe and hit that notification bell. The only other thing I'd also say is you want to be a subscriber, because obviously I'm giving this away to a subscriber. The last thing I just want to quickly say about the giveaway, sadly there are still lots of scammers and spammers out there. People still impersonating too, telling you to WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram direct message, things like this. Please do ignore these people. As you can see right here, please do report them. So moving on from this then, what about the release date and the price? Well, let's start with the release date. Well, we've got two scenarios what could actually happen. The first is something that's very similar to what happened last year. We could have just a press release or soft release of the MacBook Air. And what I'm talking about, when the M3 MacBook Air came along, I think it was on March 3rd, 2024 last year, and it just literally just appeared on Apple's website and it was available to buy. And this could actually happen again in 2025 with the M4 inside of it. So if this does happen, it's more likely that this kind of scenario is probably going to happen near the early part of March time to, you know, get a soft release with the MacBook Air. But I think there's going to be a new event personally in 2025, and so do lots of other people, introducing, say, the iPhone SE, the possibility of a new updated Apple TV, and then also the MacBook Air inside of it, and even the possibility of, say, a brand new Apple Watch, and even some new AirTags as well. And obviously, if there's so much new tech coming along, Apple may just do an event for this. So if that is the case, then more than likely that event can happen anytime in March or anytime in April time in 2025. So we'll just have to wait and see on that if that is going to happen. But similar sort of situation that with the actual release of it, it'll probably come out probably about a week or, you know, up to 10 days later after the announcement, when we'll be able to get our hands on that. But as we get nearer to that time, obviously it'll become clearer when the exact release date is going to be, but do target around those sort of 2 months then when we're actually going to see the new M4 MacBook Air. But then moving on to the price then, well, the great news is we can look back to the MacBook Pros and we can also look back to the M3 MacBook Air. The great news is that we actually had no price increases when we got the new M3 MacBook Air, and then the M4 MacBook Pro, same thing, there were no price increases in US dollars across the range. So more than likely the price of the standard baseline M3 MacBook Air is going to be exactly the same as the M4 when that comes out, and the same with the 15-inch model. And then for all you guys who want to get yourself a bargain, the price of the M2 MacBook Air right now is probably going to be the same price as the M3 when the M4 comes out, because obviously it will drop down the tier, but the M2 MacBook Air will disappear altogether. So that is really, really great news to hear. But on that note as well, guys, it's time to wrap up the video. Are you looking forward to the new MacBook Air when it comes out? Are you going to be getting one? Are you going to get yourself a 13-inch or a 15-inch model? Well, let me know in the comments below. And with that as well, guys, it's time to wrap up this video too. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. Also, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons too, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Until next time guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.